And now, aviation weather around Alaska.
Monday morning's flying weather graphic here showing IFR from the Chukchi Sea through the Bering Strait, all the Bering Sea and the Aleutians, and then up the south side of the Alaska Peninsula, marginal VFR, Kodiak Island into Cook Inlet and Prince William Sound, then IFR here for the eastern North Gulf coast into the Gulf of Alaska, and then right up along the outer coastline of the southeast coast with marginal VFR for the inside waters. And things burn off to VFR for the entire southeast coast with lower conditions right along the coastline there. Same thing for the North Gulf coast here, some VFR in Prince William Sound, southern Cook Inlet to Kodiak Island, but an increase in the IFR there up the east side of Kodiak Island into southern Shelikof Strait. Otherwise, no change out to the west, lots of IFR. And then for the Tuesday morning time, we're looking at still a lot of IFR covering the Bering Sea and the Aleutians and along the south coast of the Alaska Peninsula. Now we've got IFR in over all of Kodiak Island, the Barren Islands there, and marginal VFR western Cook Inlet in the western Susitna Valley. Marginal VFR spreads into the northwestern part of the state there, and south of the Brooks Range, North Slope, mostly VFR, and then some IFR skirting the central Arctic coast, and stays pretty good over the inside waters of the southeast coast with the Gulf, a lot of IFR. And for the afternoon, that IFR vanishes completely here, leaving VFR conditions for the southeast coast up to Yakutat, all the North Gulf coast, maybe marginal VFR on the south side of the Kenai Peninsula and some marginal VFR Kodiak Island, but Shelikof Strait on up into Cook Inlet. Actually, through much of the interior stays VFR, North Slope and Arctic coast included. And out to the west, IFR from Norton Sound there and the Bering Strait, St. Lawrence Island, right on down into the central and western Aleutians. So taking a look at the Brooks Range passes for tomorrow, both Anatuvik and Anigan, VFR. Looking good there. Lake Clark and Merrill, the entire Alaska Range will be VFR from start to finish for the day Monday. Rainy, windy, Isabel and Mentasta. And for Tanita, Madanuska Valley there, looking good to VFR. And for Portage, starting out marginal, becoming VFR. And for Chilkoot and White, VFR looking pretty good in the afternoon hours. And for the freezing levels here, about 10,000 feet from the Yukon down across the Panhandle, closer to 12,000 feet in Dixon Entrance. Otherwise, 6,000 feet here over the northern Bering Sea and about 8,000 over the interior. And then warmer conditions as you head southwest to the western Aleutians with freezing levels up to 14,000 feet. And for icing, increasing southwest flow here, pulling some considerable moderate icing right to the central Arctic coast, back down along the northwest coast, western Seward Peninsula, St. Lawrence Island, down to Nunivak Island, and another batch there farther to the southwest. Icing free for the Aleutians, and increasing areas of icing of light to isolated and moderate here for the really all of the interior areas except up over the Yukon Flats. And should be an icing-free day for the Panhandle and Kodiak Island. And for the jet stream tomorrow, stronger jet here cutting across the south or Dixon Entrance there, up to 105 knots. And then the southwest flow out here with this low center up to about 70 knots. And for the 9,000-foot winds, not too strong here over the interior, stronger flow in across the Queen Charlotte Islands. And rather light out here over the Bering Sea, but this southwest flow up to the north. 3,000 feet, same pattern, increasing southwesterly winds as this high retreats southward a little bit. And that'll be pushing into the northwest interior. And looking at turbulence, with that increasing southwest wind up here, looking for considerable moderate for the western Brooks Range, Cape Lisburne, Point Hope, down across the Seward Peninsula, St. Lawrence Island. And also for the western Aleutians, Amchitka Island to Shemya and Attu.